138-pound brackets in the North and the South. We'll start off the North first, and the North bracket here is just kind of like there's kind of like three levels. You got Hauserman, who's on his level all his own in this bracket. You got DeFalco on a record on a level all his own, and then everyone else. As you can see there, DeFalco, Hauserman making the final, Hauserman winning. In looking at these brackets, this is one of the ones where I say it's kind of a lock. And there's a small few handful, maybe a South 189, South 215. I would throw in there off the top of my head, maybe North 152. Just thinking about brackets that I feel very confident in who's going to win. But this one has like three tiers because DeFalco is really tough in his own right. He is a three-time state qualifier. He's a senior. He's undefeated. But he's just not Hauserman level. And that's no disrespect to him. He's just not Hauserman level. Hauserman's a two-time medalist. DeFalco hasn't found his way to the podium yet. I'm hoping this is the year that he does it and finds a way to get to the podium. So we'll see. That's something to follow closely moving on. Now, then you look at those two, and those two are stamping their ticket to regionals next week, and they're getting that top two. And who out of the next six guys are going to make up that next two? Who are the next two guys that are going to go? And I think you wrestle this bracket a bunch of times that those next two could be different every time. And like I said, I think Hauserman is going to beat Shannon. Geiger is going to beat Adriance. I think that's how he said it. I heard his coach, Coach Stagg, say it the other night at the meeting. I think that's right. If not, I apologize. And another matchup to watch in this first round, if you have the ability to watch it and stream it tomorrow from Quakertown, is Trent Allen from Pottsgrove and Mason Grodzki. Allen, only getting those 4 matches this year. Pottsgrove going through some contact tracing stuff with COVID. Back on the mats now, ready to go. He's a return regional qualifier. Grodzki's real tough, sophomore, junior from Pennsbury. He's undefeated. I think that's gonna be a real good match. I think Trent Allen wins. He's slick. I think he's gonna find a way to do it. He's got his lone loss on the year was the Kelly Caicos in like a 13-11 barn burner match, and I think if memory serves me correct, right at the end. Trent Allen was on his way to possibly tying the match when time ran out on him. So again, he can go, and he's pretty he's a slick wrestler. So I think he stings Grodzki in that first round to get to semis, and I think DeFalco beats Ty Borkowski from Plymouth Whitemarsh. Apologies to Dominic for spelling your name wrong there in a semifinal. It should be capital F. My bad. So as we talk about the championship, we have those two guys in the finals, and who's going first, who's going to be second. Let's look at this consolation bracket because, again, like I said, there's a lot of tough guys. Geiger from Souderton's tough. Allen, Grodzki, those are three guys that are really tough that are contending for 2 spots. So let's see how it falls as we go. Shannon and Adriance. I think Adriance wins and then sets up a match with Trent Allen, who crossed brackets after his loss in the semis. But I think Trent Allen, again, is going to find a way to win. Grodzki and Borkowski, I think Grodzki wins. I think Grodzki then turns around and beats Geiger. Then in the rematch from that first round quarterfinal match, I think Grodzki gets him because he's going to know what to expect from Trent Allen at that point. And, sometimes I don't, I think it's 50-50 when you see these rematches later in the constellations and the constellation finals if they're a match that happened in the first round. This is one of those instances where I think Grodzki will and his coaching staff will help him make those adjustments necessary to win the match. And I think that's what's going to come down to. I think Allen wins early on. And believe me, this could go either way. This could go the opposite way where Grodzki beats him first and Allen gets him second time. But I think if they wrestle 2 times tomorrow, that they're going to split 1-1. I don't think it'd be a 2-0 for either guy. I could be wrong. I've been wrong in the past, but I think they go 1-1 because I think they're that close in talent and ability. So there you have it. First place, Kyle Hauserman from Council Rock North, Dominic DeFalco from Quakertown as your runner-up, Mason Grodzki from Pennsbury, and Trent Allen from Pottsgrove round out your top 4. So as we go over to the South at 138. This is one where it it has some guys that moved around, from different weight classes. I think Hussein came down from 45. Palmer Delaney was at 52, down to 38 because McMonagle stayed at 45. Bab was up at 45. He came down. So this Kokersberger, I think he was at 45. I'm not 100% positive, but this one got crowded kind of quick, and it squeezed some guys out. I think Partsanakis from Pencrest came down as well. Memory serves me correct. And then just overall, just in jockeying and dual meets, guys got different experiences at different weight classes. So a lot of moving parts this weight class. Picking a winner in this weight class, again, my bracket looks pretty safe as the top 4 seeds make it to the semifinals. But you have 4 talented guys. Kokersberger is coming off a year where he had a strong junior year. He's 7-1 on the season. Hussein's having a great junior season as well. He's undefeated. I think he suffers his first loss to Kokersberger after beating Nico Partsanakis, in some Central League action in that quarterfinal. Just like Kokersberger when that chestmont on chestmont match beats Daniel Kerner from Sun Valley. We jumped on the bottom half. Palmer Delaney and Kevin Rainey, I think it would be a pretty good match. Maybe the best match of the first round here. Kevin Rainey, he's a senior. He's qualified for regional several times. He's 14-1. He wins a lot of matches. Looking to maybe for a signature win this season. But I think Palmer Delaney, just too tough for him. He coming from a year when he wrestled majority of 52. He's used to bigger bodies. When he gets down to these 38-pounders, they're going to feel light to him. I think he's really going to, make a statement in his postseason wrestling at 138. Then you have Jacob Finley, somehow is a 7 seed in this weight class, but he runs into Chance Babb from Boyertown. And, Babb's coming off a great sophomore season. He's undefeated this year. I think Babb wins. I think Babb beats Delaney too, because you come out of that Boyertown program now with Tony Haley back in charge, after, they kind of trying to find their way under the previous coaching head coach. Now Haley with some good direction going, things are going the right way. And it was evident this year in the match that we covered when they wrestled OMJ, how prepared they were. And so, I think Babb's going to be prepared, but I just think Kokersberger is just a little bit better. And tomorrow I think he'll be better than Babb and win. So you got Kokersberger from Kennett with the championship at 138 pounds and Babb from Boyertown, the runner-up. Let's look at this bottom half of the bracket where you got, Partsanakis, Hussein, Delaney, Rainey, Finley, these guys, who's going to come out and get that 3rd and 4th place spot and punch their ticket to regionals. So we got Kearney and Partsanakis. I think Partsanakis wins, gets in the match with Palmer Delaney, but Delaney wins. Rainey and Finley, I think Finley wins that match. Finley and Hussein, with Hussein winning, and then Hussein beating Delaney to take 3rd place. Again, I think the committee got it right with these 4 seeds, but I'm just feeling with such small sample size to see and different guys wrestle this year. Maybe I'm erring on the side of caution, being safe with the picks in this weight class. But this is what I'm feeling right now.